Are you interested in media coverage with over 80,000 podcast playbacks per month, along with automated outreach to thousands of customized targets to grow your revenue more efficiently? With over $8 billion in new sales pipeline growth delivered to our partners so far, we can help. Please reach out for more information.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of the Supply Chain Innovators Show. We're going to be talking about ELD market share today and some research that we did. I'm joined by Michael Vincent, my friend and business partner. We did some deep diving into ELD market, what's going on there, who are the top. We did a lot of research on this, so we're going to be talking about that today. You know, Michael and I work together on Trucking Tower Leads. It's fleet data plus contact data brought together, and then we're getting these requests for custom information, right? Marketing qualified leads information, like what TMS are they using? Do they lease trailers, et cetera, et cetera. So it's fun stuff. I love data and I love technology, so I'm enjoying it. How are you doing today, Michael?
I'm doing fantastic. I really am. I love this time of year, and I love where we're at in our development of the products that we're working together on, because you and I, like you said, you love data, and we're both data geeks, right? I would hazard to guess that we'd probably kick some serious butt on like a trivia show. Right.
Yep.
I know all kinds of useless information. And when
Right.
we started gathering all these, I mean, we've got tens of thousands of verified contacts in fleets, for hire fleets, private fleets, one truck fleets, 40,000 truck fleets. We've got all over the place. And grabbing this enriched data, I'd do it all day long, even if nobody was paying me for it, if I could, because I just find it incredibly interesting. And you and I have been in the business for 36 years. So usually when we find something interesting, somebody else does. But people come along and they ask for this enriched data. And that was the plan all along, is to have this data lake, this repository that you could go to and say, okay, look, this is my type of vertical. This is where I'm at. Give me those fleets that match best with my service and or product, or looking for it, have expressed interest in finding a solution that I may have. And that's what we're building here, right? Is that first 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 most costly and time-consuming steps to get your product to market, right?
Right. Absolutely. Just the first step of getting the fleet data combined with thousands and thousands of contact records. You know, somebody would spend hundreds of hours doing that right there.
They did. I know that person personally, to tell you the truth.
There was actually a team of us that did it. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't me, it was you. If it wasn't you, I know who they are. I don't know who the players are.
Absolutely. So this thing, we did some research on ELDs. You know, who's got market share, how much market share, et cetera. So the first thing we did was we did a research project with a survey to get responses, right? And the first thing we looked at is just top 10 across the board ELDs. So I've got a chart here, basically. Top 10 ELDs across 407 different companies responded. And the top 5, interestingly enough, make up 91.4% of all the responses in terms of trucks, engines. So top 5 is 91.4%, and across the board, an average of 84 trucks per fleet. So I'd call that mid-market right there, average.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what I was going to ask, is what size fleets were we talking about? Right.
Yeah. This survey really is kind of mid-market, is what I would call that, you know. Not the huge enterprise fleets, not the smaller fleets, but in the middle. And so that's what we did here. So let's talk about it. Top 5. Samsara, number 1, followed by Omnitrax, Motive, Geotab, and Trimble/Platform Science. I'm sure you saw the news. Platform Science acquired Trimble's ELD platform. I believe it was September that happened.
Well, I mean, that moved them into 5th place, right?
That's right. They got up, way up from where they were, and I'm sure that was a big part of it, right? Let's pick up a bunch of accounts and get into the top tier. And so that happened in September. And then the next thing you and I did we went and looked at the top 25 fleets. What are they using as a percent of market share? So that's what I've got next here. And this is the top 25 in terms of engines, right? Top 25 most engines of companies surveyed. What are they using? So number one,
Well,
go ahead.
so I was just going to say this is the top 25 of the sample we took, right?
That's right.
So this isn't the enterprise 3,000 truck type of people.
Right. We had 407 companies respond, and really that mid-market is really what it is. It's on average, I've got the stat here. On average, these fleets right here have 372 trucks per fleet.
There you go. That's what I wanted to know. Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Average 372 trucks. So what does that look like? The top three made up 84.5% of the market. And then top five make up 95.89% of that market. So it's number one, Omnitrax, followed by Geotab, Samsara, Trimble Platform Science, Driver Tech, Isaac Instruments, and Motive. So there are your top players in that particular space. Average 372 trucks per fleet. That's what it came out to be from our survey.
It's interesting that they're not the same.
Yeah, it's a little different look at
it really is, right? Motive is, it's hard to say because when we look at the top ones, right, you've got Samsara at above 40%, like 42%, 43%, somewhere around there. And Omnitrax is second, and they're like at probably 19.5. And then Motive is like probably 11 or 12, somewhere around there, 11.5%, right? But when you take the upper engine count in that mid-tier, Motive drops to seventh place.
Right. Yep, absolutely. Formerly Keep Trucking, Motive. And, from my understanding of it, going back years and years, I'm sure this changed, but they were going out after more of the, what I would call lower, smaller fleets, the
Sure.
lower tier, and getting a whole lot of them. And, but they're on the radar for the top fleets, top 25 in our survey anyway. They're on the board.
They are on the board, right?
Yeah. So they are on the board.
It's interesting, and Orbcom just drops out completely.
Right. Yep. On the top 25 analysis, they're off the board. Absolutely. And let's see, where are they at on the top 10? They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're eighth place on the across the board. Orbcom is eighth position. And
it's really interesting. It's interesting that Samsara, their dominance is cut in half.
Right. Absolutely. That is an interesting thing. And so, this is some of the things that companies want to know, right? What does the market look like? Investors want to know, sales teams want to know. And a lot of times these companies, they'll have some sort of integration, right? If they're integrated with a certain platform, they're already integrated, they can go right after them with, value messaging saying we're integrated, we can help you solve this, that, and the other thing. So it's very valuable information to have that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is the surface. This is what it looks like. Now you want to know why? We've got that too. We get that information as well.
Right.
We probably don't want to give that away for free.
No.
Necessarily, but these are interesting things, and you can guess at why and see why, etc. But this is why we do this digging as to why does Samsara half? Is that intentional or isn't it intentional? And they know what market share they have, but what other market share do the other people have? And then when you start dissecting it even further, because this is one little dissection of hundreds and hundreds that you could pull. We didn't even do it by mode. We didn't do it by region. You know, we didn't even get into the larger fleets. We didn't even get across the modes within the larger fleets. Are they all the same within those? We didn't get, all, lease to own operators and certain things like that. We haven't gotten into any of that type of stuff as far as today with the data showing it. So there's just literally hundreds of different ways to slice this and understand what's going on in the market.
Absolutely. Yeah. You and I put out a proposal recently where a company wanted to know 5 different things, 5 different pieces of information about these fleets that they select. And then go, I need to know this about those. And the name of the game really is much more efficient sales is really what it is. Much more efficient sales. If I don't have an integration with a particular platform and I'm going to a company that has that platform, it's going to be much more difficult, pretty much impossible to go to sell that to that fleet. But if they are integrated, for example, yeah, you can go there and say, look, we already work with Samsara or Omnitrax or whatever it is, and I plug me in, basically, so it's a way, one of the ways we can help companies much more efficiently sell. Michael, we also do sales automations with value attraction to thousands and thousands of people every month to drive really rapid pipeline growth and sales. So we're doing that too.
Exactly. Well, this is a little peek under the hood of what the power we have, the fuel behind our automated sales process as well. This is a little peek under what that is, right?
That's right. Exactly. The number one thing, I call it the foundation, is who you're going after. That's so important. Who are you going to go after with your solution? That's a really important decision. And once you've got that, then you can go at them with value and verified results and get, amazingly, when you put value and verified results in front of the right market, it's amazing what happens,
No, 100%, 100%. I just want to add one thing here. I know we're trying to keep these short and poignant, but you don't have to have a product yet to utilize this information. This would help so much with product development to utilize the automated research and sales platforms that we offer and this type of insight into those different marketplaces to refine your go-to-market, to refine what you're going to call your MVP, right? When you go out.
Right. Absolutely it is. Yeah, for investors, I'm sure this is gold. Like, who's got what market share and who do I want to go after? And with my integrations, with my sales team, what shows do I want to go to? What annual conferences do I want to be at, right? Do I want to go to Geotab Connect? Do I want to go to Trimble? Whatever it may be, there's some really important decisions to be made around all of that. So yeah, this is just a peek at some of the, things we can do, but this was a fun one to put together, and we'll have many more, I'm sure. And we've got lots of different projects going on, as you know. So this is just an example of the ELD market and a survey project. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff, man. I'm looking forward to working with everybody and really further refining the search and working with those people that are looking and what they're looking for as far as from this data. This isn't, you can just go in and download data, right? But it is also that, like you put in there, we've got, I hate it when people say, well, you got 180 or 200 years of experience. If you look behind the experiences that our executive team has across all boards, right? It's not like somebody just was in truckload for 20 years. Big deal. I mean, and not that that's not important. It is, but we're talking about air freight, truckload, LTL, warehousing, warehouse distribution, technology, SaaS products, etc. Across the board, marketing experts. The executive team understands how to interpret and get that data for you.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot of years, 20 plus across the board, and trying to work on getting more business and basically not doing things like was done in the very early years, right? Like, don't go try and open a phone book and figure out who's where and all that stuff. There's information available now, and we're harnessing it and we're taking advantage of it and helping companies really streamline their sales efforts and really get much faster pipeline growth for less money. I mean, that's really what it is.
We'll even print out the MapQuest pictures for you so you can drive around and find your people.
Exactly.
I'll fax them to you.
Oh man. You and I both have, I'm sure, stories of go figure it out, and we had to figure it out. And what we're trying to do here is just help companies get to the right people, message them with value, thousands a month, and grow their market share quickly. So that's what we're working on, and it's a lot of fun. So
Yeah, absolutely, my friend. Exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff.
absolutely.
Hey, where, pray tell, do I go to find this type of information, Andy?
TruckingTowerLeads.com is the best place you can get a free demo account, poke around and look at some fleets. Look at the executives, their LinkedIn, their phone number, email, number of engines, DOT number, etc. And you can actually download a list of 10 for free. So that's where I would start. Go out there, poke around, go do your searches by state, by size of fleet, by title. Get to a list and go, oh, I'm going to see what that person, where they're at. And you can download 10 for free. So that's where I would start.
Fantastic. I'm going to go do it today. I'll see you later.
I think you and I have done it. So that's going to do it for this particular show. Thanks for joining, everybody, and we will see you again on the next one. Take care.
Peace and love, everybody.